At here, guys. The Redskins were 3 of 3 from the free throw line in the first half. They did not attempt a free throw in the second half. Coach Graves, big win.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Boys played really well. I was proud of their effort and how they handled their business tonight was the way I put it in the locker room after the game.
We knew going in that it was a tussle over there earlier this season.
Oh, yeah. It was, it's like I told the news magazine kids for Miss Peterson's class at halftime of the girls. It was, they have different guys who do different things well.
Yes.
And you have to be disciplined in the sense of defensive personnel and taking away what they do well. And if you don't, they're going to make you pay for it. And I thought over there we were not, defensively disciplined in that respect. And tonight we were, and that's the difference in the scoreboard in the two games.
And I think Connect was kind of hurt over there.
He was. That was the start of his hurt.
And we didn't have two that can defend. And with him and Eller, I mean, to look at it, Will Irwin and Connect played ball tonight.
They did.
Yeah. And that helped on both ends.
For sure.
And I'll expand it even more. It looked like each and every one of them, not just one or two or three, but each and every one of them took it to task that says, I'm going to play defense because I'm going to get on the floor if I play defense. And the second component is that the help came. When they got us half a step on a driver, a lot of times I was trying to call a foul on the primary when it was the help coming that drew the foul. That happened, 4 or 5 times?
Yeah, I would say no. It was Irwin. Irwin was helping, but he fouled.
But maybe it's clicked.
I hope so.
They're executing better.
Well, I like the two pass from three-quarter court, and we never put it on the floor, and Costner shoots a layup.
Well, I've been hard on them on a few things. We talked about expectations and the things a lot before the season, and Coach D, our assistant, put it best. It should have been the standard, and what the standard should be, and so we've reverted back to what the standard is, and that's defense.
Yes.
If you're not going to defend, you're going to have a hard time standing on the floor unless you're just scoring in bunches. And then offensively, it's a battle that I feel like any coach in any level deals with, except for maybe high-level D1, but getting the bounce out of the game.
Yes, absolutely.
Golly day.
Absolutely.
You watch the girls' game, and how much dribbling do you see?
I know, not much. I know.
Just keep going. Just keep going.
And it's like I told the boys, our goal for the second half of the year is, I'm kind of stealing from Barnes here, but our goal for the second half of the year is 20 team assists and 15 offensive rebounds a game.
Yes.
And, our shooting percentages were not great for the first half of the season. And I told them, I said, if you'll take care of those two things, you'll see those shooting percentages start going up.
Yes.
And we've seen guys, like Nolan and Talon and other guys catching and shooting good set shots, and they're just knocking the bottom out of it like they did tonight. So to me, that's the difference.
It broke Talon's heart when he got that second foul because he was hot. He wasn't wanting to come out. He did not want to come out.
I was so happy for him because, Talon he's outmatched every night.
Yeah.
He's outmatched every night, but he does what we ask.
Not up here.
That's right. He's sharp as a tack mentally. He does what we ask.
Yeah.
He's coachable. He gives us offense, and he gives us leadership. A lot of people don't know that about Talon, but he gives us leadership that we didn't necessarily have at times, and he doesn't care to speak up or tell somebody where to get.
Some kids still don't know where they're supposed to be, but I guarantee you Talon knows where every person's supposed to be.
Correct.
And then you can see him, what I was speaking to earlier, you can see him taking it personal. They're posting him up on the block with the size.
Sure. He didn't like
that. And you can see it on his face that I'm going to beat this guy.
I know.
So,
I was super happy for him to have that start because he's done all the little stuff. And what a lot of people, if you missed our Christmas tournament or Saudi, he played really well.
Yes.
In those two. So I was excited for him to come out and have a start like
that. He had a whole section of family. They were up in the first two shots. They were up.
I try to, have tunnel vision, but when they called his name for the starters, you couldn't help but hear the cheering squad up there. So
and I got to point out Isaiah Pierce. He's earned his way.
Pierce says, I'm pretty transparent, guys. Pierce has reaped the benefits of people not being here.
Yeah.
And he has took it and ran with it.
Absolutely.
And, it's like I think Dennis said a minute ago, you know what you're getting with Pierce.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He is going to be a big body. He's going to rebound. He's going to defend.
He ain't always going to get both hands on it, but if he can get one, he can keep it alive to somebody.
And
he's been great.
They do not think he is as quick with his hands as he is.
Yes.
Oh, and he deflects.
He's a sneaky athlete.
He is
sneaky athlete.
Yeah.
And so, Coach Graves, I see all this Isaiah Pierce, Costner, all Kelch.
Yeah.
I see all those numbers that, much like Coach Abernathy's getting from the girls, if you'll give me 110% for whatever amount of time you're on the floor, we've got plenty of bodies.
That's correct.
That can plug in, contribute in all the different ways.
Right.
And when you've got Jackson Collins on board, you've got Eli Kelso late to the game, you've got size, you've got speed and quick hands.
Yeah.
Well, I'm seeing from his big two, I'm seeing effort on both ends of the floor now.
Correct.
And they got better looks. You know, how many times
no doubt
in the first half of this season, from way up here, we've heard Coach Graves said, swing it! And tonight it was just more natural that they were just bringing it
and
back
that's kind of Coach D's thing. Coach D's always on them. Reverse it. And then, guys, why would we go back to where we came from?
Right.
You know? So hopefully it started clicking between us, just staying on them. And Coach D he's been great for our kids. They really enjoy him, and he's been adamant about that. And so has our other guys.
Yeah.
Ben and Clay have been great too. So, hopefully we're clicking at the right time and doing what we need to do. We got a tough slate coming up.
Coming up Friday night, South Dole district opponent. You saw them in your Christmas tournament preview.
Their record, from what I saw talent-wise, I don't know how they've got that bad of a record.
Well, and I think a lot of it's who they play because their non-district is tough.
Or maybe they don't play together. I noticed one guy was taking all the shots, but,
they're big. They're athletic. They got a bunch of guys who can hurt you in different ways. But, hopefully, we can.
Kind of like Carnes last year?
Very similar. Yes.
And that's what I was kind of thinking.
Very similar to Carnes, for sure. They just bring – now, I will say this. I think they bring more of a physicality factor.
Well,
then Carnes was super talented. Don't get me wrong, but South Dole is physical.
And I'm not harping on officials again, but in today's,
you mean you're not harping on officials?
No, we weren't.
In today's world of officiating, physicality is important.
Oh yeah, especially with these guys, which I'm not against.
Right.
Okay, as long as it's within the confines of the game. I thought these guys tonight did a pretty good job.
Yeah, not bad.
Even Collins, Jackson said something at the end of the game. Man, we need these guys more often.
I think he had one foul.
Yeah. Collins was loving it because normally he's flirting with.
He don't get to the elbow and he's got two.
That may be the most telling stat the whole season that he wound up with only one foul.
Well, Nolan didn't have a foul, did he?
Three
that don't happen.
3 free throws for the whole game. That says a lot.
Exactly. So
let them play.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Greenback didn't want no part of it.
Yeah,
they did not want. They didn't get physical at the time. They didn't want no part of it.
We definitely wanted to be the more physical team, and we were.
Join us right back here Friday night as South Dole comes to town, and these Loudon Redskins and Lady Redskins will jump into district action. Coach Graves going to keep the stern looking forward.
Lord willing.
Hey, with these boys, you got to keep the hand on.
Keep the fuel in the tank and drive.
Guys, if you don't care me doing a little plug right here, Friday night is our future Redskin night.
There you go.
So we want any Fort Loudon or Philadelphia boys basketball players and any of our youngsters that come out to summer camp way back in June, I believe it was. We want
these 4th and 5th grade teams now, don't you?
All of them.
Like
bring them on.
Sticky and all them.
Bring them on.
Yeah, but if I bring all my crew out, they'll want hot dogs.
Well, you just have to give them that radio pass.
We're letting them in for free, but we'll stimulate everywhere else with the money. So, but seriously, bring those kids out. They're going to get in for free, and and they're gonna, we're gonna honor them at halftime of the girls' game, and then take them in with the locker room and let them kind of see how we do things and how we operate. And I think that'll be awesome because they look up to a lot of these high school boys.
After Friday night, Redskins will go on the road next week to Sweetwater, and Friday night they'll travel up to Lenore City. You want to keep up with all that?
Who scheduled that?
Heritage and Sequoia the following week. January 29th, we'll travel to Kingston, number 3 ranked team in AA basketball. It don't get any easier, Coach Graves.
It don't.
So join us, and we'll try to bring you all the Redskin action and try to make you feel like you're here.
Norbert's cranked up at
Norbert wants us to go
Norbert's
home.
ready to go home, everybody.
Final score, Redskins 81, Cherokees 39.